Hey there. We're going to dive into a topic that is absolutely critical for your nonprofit: how to turn your donation form from just a simple page into your #1 fundraiser. This is the Fundraise Guide. Let's jump right in.
So let's just ask the big question right up front. Is your donation form helping you raise more? Or is it actually, getting in the way? Think about it. It's like that final handshake. It can seal the deal, but if it's clumsy, it can make a potential supporter just walk away right before they give.
But hey, no need to panic, because in the next few minutes, we're going to cover the core principles to turn that form into your nonprofit's fundraising MVP, its most valuable player. Let's do it.
Okay, first up, your form's first impression. Think about it. What does a donor see and feel the very moment they land on your page, all ready to give? I want you to really let this number sink in. 50%. That's right, half of your one-time donors are looking at your form on a mobile device. Not a laptop, not a desktop, the thing that's in their pocket right this second. So the bottom line is this: if your form is a mess on mobile, if it's hard to read, tough to tap, a real pain to navigate, you are literally closing the door on half of your potential supporters. You're just missing out on all that powerful, in-the-moment generosity. And this is where you build trust in a split second. It goes way beyond just looking good. When a donor sees your logo, your colors, your brand voice, it's an immediate signal. It tells them, yep, you're in the right place. It's that seamless experience that gives them the confidence to complete their donation. All right, next up, let's completely shift our perspective. It's time to think like your donor. This is all about getting inside their head and making the whole process of giving incredibly easy. Okay, nobody, and I mean nobody, likes brain drain. You know that feeling when you land on a form and it has like a million fields all at once? Your brain just shuts down. That's high friction. But the solution is actually super simple: multi-step forms. They break the whole process down into these easy, bite-sized chunks. It creates a really clear, predictable path that just feels easy, and it keeps people moving forward. And guess what? That easy feeling, it translates into some pretty amazing results. I'm talking about a potential 75% increase in your conversion rate, just from switching to a multi-step form. Seriously, it's one of the simplest but most powerful changes you can make. Okay, now for the really fun part, the brains of the operation. This is all about making the giving experience smarter, so you can unlock a much, much bigger impact. The golden rule here is pretty simple. Let your donors give how they want to give, right? Whether it's a quick top with Apple Pay, a classic credit card, an ACH bank transfer, or even bigger things like donor advice funds or DAFs and stock gifting. When you offer these choices, you're making sure you never turn away a gift just because of some small logistical hurdle. I absolutely love this quote from our guide because it just hits the nail on the head about our job as fundraisers. It says, "Donors aren't necessarily thinking of their long-term impact, but you are." And wow, that is the perfect setup for this next really powerful feature. And here's exactly how you put that thinking into action. Picture this. A donor decides to give a $50 one-time gift. A smart form can then automatically suggest, hey, how about a $10 monthly gift instead? It's this simple automatic prompts that can totally transform a single donation into sustainable long-term support for your mission. And remember, this isn't about being pushy at all. It's about making that long-term, high-impact choice the easiest choice for the donor to make. And hey, we know these principles work because, well, we live and breathe them. By putting all of this stuff into practice, Fundraise's forms achieve an industry-leading 50% conversion rate. And as we like to say in the article, well, hold your applause, no photographs, please. But seriously, if you take just one thing away today, let it be this: connection equals conversion. When your donation form experience is seamless, trustworthy, and just plain smart, you're building a stronger bond with your donors, and that is what ultimately turns those clicks into completed gifts. But look, everything we've talked about, we've really only scratched the surface here. The full guide has over 20 best practices for you to dig into. Yeah, think of this as the greatest hits album. We covered the big chart-topping ideas, but there are so many more tips and tricks waiting for you to discover. So, the final question really is for you. Are you ready to stop leaving money on the table and finally build the ultimate donation form for your nonprofit?
If the answer to that is a big yes, then go ahead and click the link right there in the description. It'll take you to the full ultimate guide to donation forms on the Fundraise blog. Thanks so much for watching.